in my opinion, it is murder. But I don't judge anybody for whatever decision they would make regarding this decision. I'm just here to support.
Probably when I started off, I couldn't think of, why anybody would ever do that. In home care, I saw a lot of premature babies and babies with problems. And a lot of the problems were due to the moms not taking care of themselves during the pregnancy, not all of them. I would never suggest to somebody that they have that, but it's, sometime when it is a child where there's no quality of life expected, I think that safe practice has to be in place. I don't think it's about choose life or not choice. I think it's more about the health and the well-being of women and their right to decide.
There has to be some kind of cutoff point. I don't know. I'd err on the higher side of what that is, I think. But up until that point, I think a woman should have the right to decide what to do, and I think it should be legal and unencumbered for a woman to do that.
I'm a conservative through and through, 100%. I come from a Eastern European country. I feel that somebody telling me what to do, or a woman, or what have you, it's opposite of what I believe in. I believe in stay the out of my bed, stay out of my body, stay out of my life. This is obviously not predicated on the party lines. It's predicated on affection of a court, which is religious. If it's a medical procedure that is a necessity to save a woman's life or save her morality, who am I to tell her no?
I was adopted, and so I have my own, it's personal to me. My birth mother, she did one thing right. I thanked her again just a couple weeks ago, and I said, thank you for giving me life. So, these women are so angry and hateful and think like, why are you taking my rights away? And it's my body, my choice. But, it has more to do with just what is right. What is right, regardless of anything, regardless of your religious beliefs, what is right and what is wrong.
I think this country has any right to be morality police over anyone. I don't think the Supreme Court has the right to dictate what people wear or do or marry. This is I would say that all worldwide, but a country that seems to be focused on freedoms as its core nature of things doesn't seem like it's so freedom heavy anymore. I've actually decided I'll likely get a vasectomy in the future. And it's not something I really thought about before, but I think the decision has started making me think about what is my future with children. And the future is that I don't want children, and I really don't want to be forced into it.
I feel mixed about the decision of the Supreme Court. I'm sympathetic to both sides of the equation. My kids were both in vitro babies. I feel like there is life there, but I also understand that not everybody views things and not everybody's had the experiences that I've had. And I don't think somebody's a terrible person because they disagree with me.
I didn't want to find out the gender. We did have the one ultrasound, but I looked away the whole time. I really didn't want to see. You don't start adjusting your life for that child until the child's born. Of course, there are a few accommodations that you have to make for pregnancy, but that's still something that's happening within your body. Once the baby is born, once you see them, you get a sense of who they are. That's when it all begins. This whole fetal personhood thing, I think it's just another way of alienating women from their bodies.
I'll be honest, I don't know anything about Ruby Wade. Never heard that name. I mean, it's kind of a touchy situation. I don't believe in abortion, but then again, I don't believe a druggie should have a kid. Well, at least they have the system where they can at least get into a good family or so. And rape and incest, I really think they should have a choice. But then again, I'm against abortion. I mean, I don't understand how to explain that one. I mean, they didn't want it. I mean, they didn't ask for it.
I don't like it, being that I have 2 younger daughters, and no one has a right to tell you what to do. Yeah, you can give me your opinion, and opinion is okay, but for you to just tell women, guess what? You get pregnant. Sorry, too bad for you. You just got to deal with it. I just think it's effed up. Like, to be quite honest with you.
I was 19 when I had my first child, and I'm like, well, and I could not have had an abortion because I thought it would be so easy and it was an option. I was so happy I had that choice. And then as I grew up and matured and had my own children, I realized that it's not like that. Like, I was totally going to use it for birth control. Like, that's not birth control. Obviously, my daughter completely does not agree with me, and she's like, my body, my choice, blah blah blah.
I'm not a woman, so I don't even know what it's like, you know what I'm saying, to be a woman, but I know oppression when I see it because I've been oppressed as a gay man, you know, as a Mexican man, you know, I've seen that oppression, and any form of oppression to me, I'm very passionate about it